We're back to the
Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. Item number 6, more trades.
7B1.
7B1,
You're just
marinas, old, I know, I wanna move on. Yep. Item 8, actually it's 8B1, mortgage rates.
Yes, Commissioners, a little background. As you know, we held 2 workshops, marina and mortgage rates for 2017, both in July and on August 1st. Coming out of the August 1st workshop, staff had a few tasks. We were asked to calculate the average mortgage rate for a 30-foot vessel for the 8 regional marinas that have been presented previously. Calculate for a 30-foot vessel the mortgage rate at Boat Haven based at 90% of that average. John Wayne Marina based on 110% of that average. And then to scale all the other marina rates at a 5% rate change for 10-foot slip length change. And eliminating slip rate increase to no more than CPI plus 1%. And right now, the most current CPI we have is from May, but we're proposing that all this is approved today that we would use the August CPI rate to more match up with what we do with the rest of our budget. A couple other things that were discussed were possibly some different rates for commercial fishing and some incentives for attracting new mortgage tenants. We believe that we should try and funnel some of that possibly into the new agent agreement and kind of see what comes out of that and bring some recommendations along those lines to the commission in the future. So those thoughts in mind, using that methodology, we applied that to the mortgage rates for 2017. Bottom line is, for all slip lengths at both marinas, the rate increase for 2017 based on the May CPI would be 1.4%, with the exception that for the 50 and 60 foot slips at John Wayne Marina, there would be no rate increase for 2017. Those numbers and calculations shown on the top of page 2. For the 8 regional marinas, the 30-foot average was $6.85. A little bit higher if you add in the leasehold tax. And taking a look at the numbers there, the first column of numbers is the slip length, followed by the current rates. And then the 90% of the average for the Boat Haven is $6.17. The 110% average at John Wayne Marina is $7.54. And you apply the 5% up down for each of the 10-foot changes in slip length. And what you get there with the change column is if those rates were actually applied, how much the rates would increase in 2017 from the current rates. So looking at the 20-foot ones for the Boat Haven, if we were to go with this methodology, there would be a 3.7% increase in rates. You can see that continuing on down. For John Wayne Marina, for the 20-foot, there'd be a 5.6% increase, 1.9, 1.5, and then actually a couple rate drops. So that's just applying the methodology that was discussed. However, if we go with the no more than CPI plus 1% rate increase, what you get is the final column there of the rates for 2017. So all those 2017 rates represent a 1.4% increase from the current rates, except for the last 2 there at John Wayne Marina, which as previously mentioned, there'd be no rate increase.
And I calculated that out to see what a 34-foot boat would cost, and we're talking a $2.40 increase per month for a 30-foot boat. That's it. I think that's pretty nominal and pretty reasonable, considering what our change should be upwards of the 3 and 4%. We're keeping it at 1.4.
Finish up, we still have some additional rate recommendations as seen there with the 1, 2, 3. We are asking for an increase in the Boat Haven 80-foot permanent moorage rate by 50 cents per foot. So the actual adjustment, instead of being up to $694, would increase to $744 for 2017. That would be a one-time rate increase, and then in the ensuing years, if the commission continues with this policy, the CPI plus 1% maximum would apply to that. We're also asking to increase the greater than 70